sports unite people, brings people together, and like forever, I think sports lead by example. So the sports leaders needs to do the same thing now. It's a more critical time throughout the past years. We're talking about vitamin N. And what that means, vitamin N is spending 30 minutes in nature every day. Like keep in mind that traveling for, let's say, cycling, hiking, walking, paddling, is growing fast, not only because they're wellness experience, but because they are naturally distance activities.
The environment in which each arm of a sports organization creates work is very important, as I said, as well as the environment in which an idea or philosophy is developed. It is especially important how resistant of outer casing is to external pressures since the vibrations it receives. For example, this is a balloon. So the outer casing of this balloon is very thin, and very, very sensitive to pressures. See? So on the other hand, if you have a ball, as it is, so no matter how pressure gets from outside, remain as it is.
Sports marketeers need to compete for people within the sports landscape and on platforms like Fortnite, Netflix, and YouTube. The Spanish athletic club and the world-famous Barcelona, which has around 350 million online followers in several platforms, announced their plan to partner with Sony Music in order to integrate original animated content for children, in order to put their sports marketing strategy in front of their audience. Their production team, called the Barça Studios, will launch a new online television show for kids called Talent Explorer, which comes this year, 2021. Along with the recent launch of streaming service, Barça TV Plus, the club has pivoted its strategy to generate new revenue through non-traditional sports marketing methods, while also building a loyal brand following from children to adults alike. Sports organizations and brands that have access to top talent, business resources, and athletes should move to original content creation as a viable part of their marketing strategy to build brand equity with digital savvy fans in this new era, of course.
It was the first time that in the European athletics history that an athlete, an active athlete, a member of the committee would be on the table, can talk, can discuss with the rest of the council members in the top level of the decision-making process, okay? That the decisions they were taken there with voting right, and that's really important. Now,
we focus on people. So the gamers, our corporate volunteer team of 200 people and counting, are here with an innovative approach to volunteering activities concerning people, technology, responsible gaming, and of course sports. From simple tasks with social impact to CR strategy setting and initiatives planning, this employee volunteering group adds a name to the game, as we say internally.
That failure is a good thing. It teaches you humility. It teaches you how to be successful. And failure sometimes is fertilizer to help future things grow in your life.
Sunny being awarded as the best family luxury resort in the Med, or how beautiful this place is, still, the brand name of Rafa Nadal is and will continue to be much bigger than ours. So you understand that for a business and a marketing department, when you associate your name with something, with a name which is a lot bigger, you need to be very, very sure that this is sustainable and the core principles behind it match your own. So, like we said, it came very naturally. Family, friendliness, kindness, honesty, perfection, attention to detail, all these were common characteristics. So it was a no-brainer. in the end for us.
I've seen people quit throughout this. I have a different mentality, as most of you know. If you're listening to me, you probably know that I played basketball, and I was fortunate enough to be on a lot of winning teams. My mentality is 1 year from now, I want to look back and say that, excuse my language, but I kicked COVID's ass.
You need to embrace the wider society. So how you do that? You make the event in a way that through the event, a number of social interests can be developed. So we made the Athens Marathon a vehicle for social solidarity.
Nobody has a crystal ball in this world. Nobody can really plan that much ahead in what is a very unknown environment, this COVID-19 pandemic. So we effectively sort of planned for the worst and hope for the best. But to be honest, we chose Athens because at the time, Greece's reaction to COVID had been exemplary. The numbers and the indicators were very low. So we felt that choosing Athens gave us a level of comfort, a level of confidence that we would be able to have the event.
In 2012, the London Olympic Games, just as an example, there were more female athletes than there were male athletes. We have one of the largest delegations to the Summer and Winter Games. We had a total of 530 female, a team delegation of 530 athletes. 269 of them were women, 261 of them were men. And that is reflected in the Olympic Committee staff. There are a lot of women and a lot of women in the leadership. Currently, the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee has 18 board members. The chairman of the board is a woman. The CEO is a woman. So there is a significant emphasis on women in sport at the Olympic and Paralympic level. And I would say that's true about all of the individual sports as well. There are many women involved in all of at USA Basketball, at USA Rowing, and all of the other sports, winter and summer. So I have been extremely fortunate.
Know the game, know the rules, and then you can play better than all the men around you. The more educated you are, the more knowledgeable about your job, there is no way you will not get a chance to prove it. If it's writing, in front of the camera, behind of the camera, no matter what you want to do, as long as you are knowledgeable of the subject and you don't just want to go in front of a camera because it's easy to do, and you want to have a duration in that and a long-term career, the more chances you will have.
Sponsors are very interested now in not only being involved in putting a sticker on the car, but actually, being involved in out of scope activities with the personalities.
What we're doing is we're looking at the tops of your heads, your shoulders, your arms. So we don't know that that's Bob and Sally. We know that that's an X and that's a Y. So we anonymize all of our tracking. We actually don't even store video. So the infrastructure component to our system is very lightweight. It's high CPU, low GPU.
We had the digital virtual fan boards. That was a wonderful innovation. There were broadcast techniques that were tried. Some of those are going to stay. As you add technology, and what brings this to mind is the whole idea of contactless and touchless, whether it's entering the building, paying for food, all of these different devices and innovations is going to happen.
For us, it's really about meeting the challenges and making them opportunities. It's about how do we take our platform, how do we evolve it? It's about, and this is once again, we're afforded the opportunity because we have an amazing chairman in Dan Gilbert, but it's about kind of setting the money and numbers aside for a second. Don't follow those. Follow your instincts. Follow what ultimately will fortify relationships and will fortify your business as you go forward, which are people and the people that are a part of it, and really making that the focus, whether that's your team members that internally help you pull everything together, whether that's your fans and or your partners that are the lifeblood of what you do. And for us, it's been about prioritizing that, and everything else really starts to fall in place. For us, it's about humanity, it's about equality, it's about education, and it's really about unity and bringing people together as opposed to spreading people apart.